Hey guys, I'm here at OCDetailing in Fremont, California. A lot of you might be very familiar with the shop. They have their own YouTube channel, which I'm going to link to in the description of this video. If you remember, they were one of the first to review the Model 3, and they have also all kinds of cool videos about what you can do to your Model 3, Model S, or Model X, or any other car. I'm going to talk to their owner, Joe, about all these things that are available and possible to, protect paint or protect your safety in some cases when you get your Tesla, or if you already have one. Model S, Model X, doesn't really matter. Now let me remind you that this channel in this video is sponsored by Evanex, the aftermarket accessories. Also in the description of this video, you can grab a discount code if you want to save a few bucks. But here you go. Here's my conversation with Joe. Now, I've seen you before on YouTube. Tell me, how do I and most of my audience knows you?
Actually, I think it was I was the first person to have a Model 3 in my shop. I did a review on it. I went through and showed some of the features and some of the different accents and things going on with the Model 3.
That's it. But there was another cool thing, how you actually is known for the community when the Model 3 came out. What was the service that you were providing? You were telling me that kind of was the first of a kind, I guess?
Oh, so we were the first people to do like a full wrap on one. We were the first people to do a full clear bra. Also, still to this day, a lot of people say it can't be done, but we've been doing it every day for since September, tinting the back window in one full piece, along with we did a ceramic coating on one as well.
Okay, so let's talk about it, because a lot of people are confused, including me. What is the difference between ceramic coating, a wrap that's just kind of clear bra, whatever you call it, and or wrap that it looks, beautiful and pink or green or whatever? Educate me.
Sure. So basically, those are different levels of protection. Like a ceramic coating is like a permanent wax you put on the car. Makes the car really easy to clean. Makes the car resistant to like oxidation and acid damage. Does nothing for impacts. Then you get into wraps that are like clear bras or paint protection film. Those are designed for rock chips. They're going to be door dings. I've seen that stuff get keyed, and actually it survives perfectly fine. Your paint will be okay. You just replace the piece of film. And then you got vinyl, which is like a color change. That's when you can do the crazy graphics on them, where you can make your car neon pink. And that's a very thin material. Difference between that kind of wrap and like a clear bra is like durability and life. So the life of like vinyl is usually somewhere between like 3 to 5 years, where a clear bra is averaging like 10.
Okay, so the vinyl is where it actually changes color or whatever. You can do whatever you want with your car to look like a ladybug.
Absolutely. You can do a Batmobile, ladybug, whatever you'd like.
Now I'm giving me some ideas. All right. Well, so why do people do that? Because, I mean, and by the way, the paint stays fine under the actually vinyl wrap, correct?
It does. It does. The vinyl doesn't do a lot for impact protection, though, because I've seen a lot of times where vinyl will chip down to the paint. Versus like with a clear bra, it's a much thicker material, so it won't chip. But either one does do a pretty good job of preserving the paint.
Any of those are must-have? Anything that you would recommend for somebody who is, obviously wants their car to look great at all times? Which one of these services you would go for?
Well, clear bra and a ceramic coating go really, really well together as far as keeping the car looking great, because you get the best of both worlds. A lot of times you wrap like the front end of a car. That's where you're most likely to get impacts, rock chips, and then you ceramic coat everything else. And basically that makes your car stay looking great with nothing more than washing on your end.
All right. Let's talk about another service that I think is pretty popular, which is window tinting, right? And that's not easy in some cases, like you said, on Model 3. Tell me why people get, their windows tinted, and what do you normally recommend as far as what type of, I see so much on my Facebook, what kind of film and stuff like that. And I don't know, but you do.
Sure. So, we're in a great day and age for my business as far as technology goes. There's a lot of really great products out there. There's ceramic window tints that block obscene amounts of heat, even in like a really clear shade. Like you can literally put it on your windshield, and like when you're driving in the sun, you'll feel a dramatic difference in the amount of heat coming into the car. Our preferred brand is Cerium Crystalline. It's the one we've been using and recommending. And we use it on all the windows. Like even that Model X right there has a full front windshield tinted, or the back of that Model 3 over there, full back window tinted. So, and just having that's going to make it so much more comfortable inside the car. And it really does come into play with the electric cars. And I'm not saying it's a huge range gain, but you're using less energy, so obviously you're getting a little bit better battery life.
Oh, I can see how that could be true. Okay. Now, sometimes overdoing it could also be, I guess, illegal. You can get pulled over. Like, how do you do it right? And do people normally ignore it, I guess?
So, most of the time, yeah. I always warn everyone, if you're tinting your driver and passenger windows, you're supposed to say 70%. So the higher number, the 70%, is almost clear. the lower the number, like you hear people say 5%, that's like a limo tint in comparison, but you're supposed to say 70%. However, myself included, my windows are darker than that. I do it for a lot of clients. The only time I ever see anyone really have trouble with it is if they get pulled over for something else. You may get cited for the window tint. But I'm not saying it hasn't happened before. Depending on how dark you go with it, it is technically illegal. So if you want to stay on the safe side, stay with 70%.
All right, good tip. All right, let's talk about something else that's kind of dear to my heart, which is dash cams. Now you do them here, and tell me, why do people get dash cams, and why do you think it's important?
Well, it's your own personal, it's your extra insurance policy. So it's he said, she said. If someone breaks into your car, you have a video of it. If somebody gets if you get into a fender bender, you don't have to worry about whether the person's saying you slammed on your brakes or they slammed on their brakes or you pulled out in front of them or vice versa, because you have video evidence, which is really important in this day and age because, unfortunately, not everyone's honest out there, so it's better to just have that evidence. I know, shocking, right? It gets amazing. It blows my mind every time. But, not everyone will be completely forthright when something happens. They usually want to cover their own tails. So having a dash cam is really great for that. There's a couple brands I really like. My Tesla owners seem to love black views, and they also seem to love ThinkWares. Both those cameras have some different features that are really great. I know that the Blackview latest update just came out with 4K front and rear. But yeah, if you look at those two cameras, I think either one of them will do a great job for you.
Now, which one would you recommend? Because I'm on my third Blackview, and I really don't like it. I'm actually going to be. Hopefully, you'll be switching me to ThinkWare because they sent me a free one, so I got to try it out, and I actually want to try it out. But which one would you recommend, and why?
Most of the time I like the Blackviews. Even though the ThinkWare has a lot of really cool features on it, I think I've just used Blackview a lot more, and it's unfortunate. I know I talked to you about having the problems with them, but it's strange on my end. I haven't had too many issues with them, and they're just a really easy to use camera. Like the interface on the ThinkWare is a little bit more difficult to navigate, and I find the Blackview just seems to be simpler to find incidents.
And I think the one that recommendation I would give is to get a dash cam that has a front and rear camera, right? I mean, we're talking dual.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people even go crazy with it, and they do quads. You get 2 front and rear setups, and you do 4 cameras on the car.
Can you do that right now with Blackview or ThinkWare?
Well, you can, but you're using two channel setups.
Oh, okay.
That's two channel systems. We had one guy have us put a 6-channel system in his car. He was very protective of his vehicle.
Well, I mean, one of the biggest mystery for me is that why Tesla wouldn't release their own camera feed, and then all you have to do is just channel it to a hard drive, really. So hopefully, when that happens.
One day. I hope one day too, because some of the cameras on the Teslas, the autopilot cameras, aren't actually in full color spectrum, but some of them are. So it would be great if they did that.
All right. Another thing that I did to my Tesla is actually because I wanted the 19-inch wheels, but the color that only comes with 21-inch wheels, that dark gray, because I have a black car and a white car, so it looks amazing with the red caliper covers. So I powder coated my wheels, so now they look exactly like that. Tell me about it. How does it work? What can a customer expect, and why do people do it?
Well, that's actually really cool about powder coating wheels, is because a lot of times people want the look of the bigger wheel, but they don't want the tire wear and the use. Because we all know that if you're using the 21s or the 22s on a Tesla specifically, those tires go pretty quick and they're very expensive. So you have a 19-inch wheel, but they don't come in the same colors. So powder coating is actually the act where you take the tire off and you re-powder coat the wheel, or you powder coat the wheel, and you can actually do any color you want, not just like black or white. You can do neon pink. Maybe for yours, next one.
Actually, I love pink. Is my favorite color, so you won't scare me. I'll take that.
Perfect. We'll
Absolutely, it's a deal.
Yeah, well, after you powder coat the wheel, it'll give you the look, and it's a really durable finish. Because I know some people paint wheels or plasti dip them, but powder coat is something that'll last.
All right, cool. And then you yourself is a Tesla owner. Tell us what you have, and tell me the best feature that you have. Like when you tell other people you got to get a Tesla, what is that one thing you should have? Well, Tesla has this. What is it?
Actually, I say it's the launch. Like we have a P85D, so it's like my favorite thing about the car is just the acceleration, the instant torque and acceleration, and it stays true across all the models and battery sizes. It doesn't really matter if it's a big or little one, but on the performance ones, it is pretty fun.
Yeah. And so maybe one thing that you would want them to improve.
Autopilot.
Okay, so we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
Okay. And now there are a couple of Model 3s behind us, so you probably driven and had a pretty good look, maybe better look than most of us. Are you on the market for one, or are you waiting? Were you waiting for, and are you going to get one at all?
Actually, right now I'm kind of up in the air on it. If I was going to get one, it would probably just be used as loaner cars here. Like I would love to be able to give my customers dropping off their car a Tesla to drive. But as it stands right now, like not that I see anything horribly wrong with the cars, but just like with the Model X's and S's, I'd like them to work out a few little kinks on the production line before I bought one, because I'm pretty OCD about fit and finish.
Very OCD about it, yeah. It's pun intended, right?
See.
Yeah, when I saw the name of your shop, I was like, well, if these guys are OCD, that is great. They do really detailed work here. All right, well, so tell me about like the feature that people request the most, that they just kind of must have on their Tesla especially. We're not just talking about Tesla.
It would be paint protection film, like clear bras. Some people like to do them in matte because there's a film that it still gives you all the protection of a clear bra, but it makes whatever color you put it on matte, or they like the clear ones because just Tesla owners seem to be very particular about rock chips.
I wonder why. All right, well, so last question. Well, you know, since we're both Tesla owners and fans, what is it that you kind of expect from Tesla to bring to us as a community in the next, let's just take 3 years? And also, what do you think about their competition? What are you looking forward to maybe in some of the other alternatives? I call them androids to the iPhone that is Tesla. Tell me about that.
Well, I'm hoping Tesla resolves a little bit of the battery heating up issues, because even like I've experienced it myself in my own performance cars. Like if you get a performance car, you expect to be able to drive it a certain way, and you can heat your battery up, which I guess it's a limitation on technology. So I'm hoping that gets improved, and looking forward to something that Porsche said they have coming out, is that they said that with the Mission E coming out, the technology in that, you will be able to literally beat that thing down without heating the battery up, which I know Elon said that they're full of it, but we'll see.
What? Elon's talking crap about other brands?
Never.
No, especially not on Twitter.
No.
All right, guys, so that's a lot of cool information. I actually enjoyed visiting this shop. It's pretty cool about what they can do with this vehicle. It's really hard to see on camera how amazing these cars look in person. As you can see, they got that treatment thing going on that you can see on their Instagram. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to their channel. Also, if you want to check out this shop here, if you're in the Bay Area and you want to do all these cool things to your car, to your Tesla, whatever, OCDetailing.com, also linked in the description of this video. I'm hoping to visit maybe another year to see what's going on, maybe some of the other cool things that they're doing to Teslas, and I'm sure there will be more cool stuff that they can do to the Model 3. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.